Last but most certainly not least, Capricorn, you are up for the February Love Energy Reading. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to tongue-tied, please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on the social media platforms. Okay, so the general readings are already up for February. I'll work on the money readings after I finish all the love readings, which this is the last one, so money readings coming soon. And also, I have collective readings up. Whatever reading you watch or listen to, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Now that I've said all that, let's go ahead and hop into the reading. May I have the energy for Capricorn for February? May I have the energy for Capricorn for February? May I have the energy for Capricorn for February? What is it that Capricorn needs to hear? What is it that Capricorn needs to hear? Something's telling me to take this. What is it that Capricorn needs to hear? Taking this one. Wow. But the question is, do you want it? Okay, so first card that I took, didn't know what it was. It still hurts. It still hurts. And then the second card that came out, there will be a return. There will be a return. I know somebody just said, oh, hell no. I'm just reading the cards and the energy. So it's saying there will be a return. Let me take another one. Any color to this? Can we add some color clarifying what's on the table? Okay, I did not want that many. I'm going to have to stick these back in the deck. Didn't want that much clarification. Just a little something. Thank you. Destined soul ties. Destined soul tie. So you're probably drawn to each other, is what it is. You split up, you end up getting back together because you're possibly drawn to each other. Bottom of the deck, what'd I tell you? Karmic. So that answers that question. So yeah, this is your karmic. Something has to be learned. And it can be a one-way street where they're teaching you something or you're teaching them something, or it can be a two-way street where you're both teaching each other something. But there's something that has to be learned. Let's go ahead and clarify some of this. I'm debating which deck I want to use. I'm going to use the Monera deck. Just a heads up, it's an explicit deck. So when I start holding up these cards, you know, don't be like, oh my God. Because yeah, the images are extra. But I love the deck. It's a really good deck. Can we clarify the cards on the table? Can we clarify the cards on the table? Can we clarify the cards on... Something's telling me to take this. What is this? All right. Some of you might be dealing with a Sagittarius. Or you might have Sagittarius in your heart. For others of you... I said in your heart. In your cards. For others of you, but you could have a Sagittarius in your heart, clearly with this. For others of you... where this is, it still hurts. Temperance can be a card about healing as well. Because the Star card is a healing card too, but also the Temperance card is a healing card as well. So with it still hurts, this is you looking for balance and closure and a resolution to the pain. Now, when it comes to closure, it doesn't necessarily have to be that you'll never deal with the person again. Closure can be You're resolving the situation is what you're doing with temperance. You're bringing some type of balance and the energy that you're looking for, because temperance deals with alchemy, where you're balancing things out, you're mixing things together. The mix that you're looking for is something that gives you peace and allows you to move forward without the pain hurting so much. That's what temperance is about. Also, it's about staying grounded too. Hold on, I'm trying to get something because I feel like I was trying to be told something. Just bear with me. I don't like silence, but at the same time I have to do it sometimes so I can get the information that I'm trying to get. Because the card was sliding toward temperance. One thing that you may want to consider doing is relaxing more. I'm hearing self-care. Some of you, and again, this isn't going to resonate with everyone. Some of you might have let yourselves go a little bit due to what's going on. Like you may not feel like doing the extra stuff from time to time because maybe something drained you or you just haven't felt in the mood. For some of you, I feel like there might be a little bit of depression there. I'm not a clinical psychiatrist or psychologist. I'm just telling you the cards and the energy. I feel like there might be a little bit of depression there. Some of you really might need to take time to pamper yourselves a little bit. You know, spruce yourselves up, as they say. That way you can feel good about yourself. Also, I'm hearing something where you need to start doing some affirmations in the mirror. Like, I am beautiful. I am smart and intelligent. I'm stable. I'm confident. I'm empowered. You know, doing affirmations in the mirror, I feel that that will help some of you. All right, can we have some more cards clarifying, please? Thank you. What do we have? Ace of Cups and the Knight of Fire. Yeah, it's on this. There will be a return. These two cards are clarifying this. So you have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands, which is Ace of Water and the Knight of Fire in this deck. But with this particular combination, this is them coming in saying, hey, we want to have a new beginning. We want to start. Do this, do that. And then they're inconsistent again, is what I'm getting. And Knight of Wands is Sagittarius energy. So yeah. Now, this could also be you. So keep that in mind as well. But for the most part, that's what this is. There will be a return, but it's not going to be consistent. I honestly feel, I'm going back to the Temperance. I feel you need to take time pampering yourself. This card keeps on. Let me see what this card is right quick in the other deck. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. They're coming in offering stability and romance, but what they're offering and what they end up doing might be two different things. Like I was saying earlier in the Leo reading, yeah, you can pursue this, but can a leopard really change its spots? Because I'm like, if they don't grow, if they haven't grown, what chance does the relationship have? With this particular person, I could apply that same thing. If they haven't grown, what's the point? In a way. And it feels like with this Knight of Wands energy, and not that the Knight of Wands is a bad card. It's just that this type of energy isn't the energy of relationships. This is Rolling Stone energy, is what this is. Confident, capable, and dependable for certain things. But long term, this isn't the energy that people are really looking for. All right. May I have Another card, please. Thank you. Yeah. Page of Cups. With this, and you see how he just has her over his shoulder? And I feel like that's kind of the thing. Somebody might be coming in and they're like, oh, let me just throw Capricorn over my shoulder. They'll go wherever I go. And do that. Because again, with the whole destined soul ties, I feel like both parties know that there is some type of strong connection to each other. That's kind of what I get. Bottom of the deck, yeah, Emperor. This person might be kind of forceful too. But also this could be your energy as well with the Emperor. But I feel for some of you, you may be dealing with someone where they like to call all the shots. Is what they like to do. Or again, you could like to call all the shots. But I feel this is a controlling energy. Is what this is. Where it's almost like they have, I'm trying to think how to say this. They have this mindset that they can just come in at any time and whatever they say, it goes when they just miraculously decide to appear out the blue when they've been gone for God knows how long. I feel like there could be some of that type of energy there. But I don't see you being overly enthusiastic about this return if it does happen. I honestly believe you should focus on yourself, especially with this Temperance card. I feel that lots of self-care will play a huge role in your healing. Like going to the gym, eating a good diet, things like that. I feel all of those things. My other phone's going off. Give me 1 second. I just don't like the buzzing. All right. I feel all of those things will play a huge role in, because this is saying that it still hurts. Sometimes one thing people do, or one of the things people do, is they work a lot to distract them from whatever's hurting. Another thing people do is they focus on themselves. They focus on exercise. They focus on family as well. They focus on bettering themselves. Some people do it just to be like, hey, you know what? You didn't treat me the way I needed to be treated. So I'm about to show you what I'm worth. I'm going to show you, you're going to want me back so bad. I'm going to look so good and so on and so forth. Some people do it for that reason. I'm not saying do it for that reason, even though that's fine. If you want to, you have free will. You can do what you want to do. I'm saying do it because I feel there's something that hasn't been unlocked yet. Like there's unmined territory within you. And I feel if you get into this temperance energy where you're healing yourself, you're focusing on yourself, you're pampering yourself, you're doing self-upkeep, that is going to unlock something in you that puts you in a whole nother zone. It puts you in a whole nother zone. Is what I feel. So I'm probably going to title this Focus on You and do that. Whatever they do or don't do about there will be a return, because doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen. It's just saying this is the energy for some of you. So whether there is, whether there isn't, it's irrelevant. The thing that matters is you. You are the common denominator of your life. So you're the only thing that matters. Other shenanigans and relationships and everything else, that's whatever. Focus on you. Focus on building yourself up. And I can promise you that you're going to unlock something within you that you didn't even know was within you. Because I'm getting that vibe from the Temperance. All right? So that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, be blessed.